Are you somebody from town here? Medic.
Where are you coming from?
Okay, good.
You're one of his minions?
Maybe one of the arrogant people.
They come to town, they don't even know why. They don't even know the police overnight.
I find those in the wrong are the ones who speak the most, which is why I'm a silent person.
Why does your son Michael Arthur Lewis speak so? No,
With him, you
gotta.
gotta. Oh, great, awesome, cool. With him, you gotta know when what he's saying is bullshit. And
That's a really terrible logic, man.
well, that's why he's saying that all the time. It's called misdirection and misinformation.
So you're the person that you are here following.
I am independent.
How did you come to be here?
I drove.
What brought you here?
Myself.
What was your intention of coming here? Yeah, definitely.
I get that a lot. Oh, don't worry, if she tried to bite me, she'd get shot. So for her own protection and you're not losing a dog, yeah, calm her down.
That's why they're dying in the desert. They're people.
No,
They're
sex
people.
offenders. They're criminals.
They are
You're not helping the people on
people.
the border.
Have
You're
you ever
helping
met
the
one?
criminals.
Have you ever met one?
You're helping. Yes, I have. You want to go to my videos and see me? You want to go see how many I've intercepted personally?
Yeah.
Gang tattoos. Previously deported child molesters. Guatemalan teenagers having to carry drugs. You guys don't even give a shit that they're using teenagers. carry drugs through this
You
area.
have no idea.
Yes, I know what comes off of here. I know everything that comes off through here.
You're probably talking about people from.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you got it. How does it get up there, jackass, unless it comes through Arivaca? How does it get up there?
It's made there.
Oh, okay, yeah. All the cartel dope and all the illegals are made up in Tucson. Yeah, okay. All the black dogs, all the camo. Come on, man. Nobody's buying your guys' fake humanitarian shit. You're helping human traffickers smuggle humans around Border Patrol. They're trashing our desert. They're destroying our property.
What do you know
They're
about
raping
trashing
our
the
women and
desert?
kids.
What do you
Angel
know about
families are
trashing
being
the desert?
created every day because you won't have discernment. You don't even turn in the sex offenders and gangbangers. They're all humans, you said. They're all people. I don't want them dying. I'd rather that shitbag die thirst in the desert than rape another kid in Minnesota. And that's what God would want.
Completely ridiculous.
That's exactly what's happening.
Do you speak Spanish? Do you speak Spanish? Have you ever had a conversation with any of these people that are crossing? Any of these people that are seeking refuge?
Yeah, right. It's made there. How many of these border crossers do you think are felons compared to the average United States citizen?
Yeah. You yourself as a felon.
Yeah, you yourself as a felon.
Yeah.
How many of them are you think did what you did?
For real. When you point
Man,
one
I said
finger.
about everyone you guys are
What
helping
about
because they
the
got to wear
police
Santa Claus clothing.
officers?
You see, when I used to be a
You got
shitbag,
three
I used to
fingers
have to
at
be
you.
sneaky. I used to have to be sneaky and get away
And
with
that's
it.
where you
so,
get all your ideas from, huh?
Huh?
That's where you get all your ideas when you were a shitbag, right?
Yeah.
That's where you get
That's
your
how I
ideas.
know exactly what
These
I'm
are the
dealing with
dreams
here.
that are
How
going
you
on in
guys-
your head.
How are you guys getting outsmarted unless a shitbag comes out and shuts you fucking down?
These are the dreams that you have in your mess-filled head.
Shitbags
You want me
like
to see
you.
your face?
You guys are committing crimes right out in the open and bragging about it.
No, we aren't.
Yes, you are.
We are peaceful people.
Peaceful. It's not
that
peaceful to help
don't-
child sex offenders get
Okay.
around Border Patrol.
Well, let's see
It's
your
not
face.
peaceful to help Guatemalan teenagers carry dope up to 3 points. That's not peaceful. How's that peaceful? Oh, that doesn't happen?
It doesn't happen here.
It doesn't happen here.
We don't.
All right.
We
whatever.
don't.
You lost it there.
We
I mean, shit, you
don't.
could have at least said every now and then, and then
We
it's
don't
believable.
help them.
But you're
You're
going out
saying
a little
that we
flat out
help
lie.
them.
Give me a little truth here.
We don't help them. That's what doesn't happen here.
Oh, you don't.
You
You just said
understand
you
that?
help them.
What is it that you do?
You just
We
said you
help
help
people
them.
that are in
Give
need, that are
people
dying in the desert.
Give
You
people
just said you
food.
could help them.
Yeah, they give
The
your
people that are
traffickers all the food and
trafficking
water.
drugs and all of that, they don't need our help, by the way.
Walking for 15 days in this damn desert.
Do you understand that?
They're in
They
the
don't
same
need
group.
Aravacans' help when they come here with a bunch of drugs. They have plenty of backup all over the place. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were the ones that are helping the drug dealers.
Are you?
We're helping people that are dying in need. The drug dealers are not in need. Do you understand that? Drug dealers are not in need.
And so therefore,
And we help people in need.
I'm trying to follow the logic, okay? So you said you help people in need.
Right.
Um,
You tell me that drug dealers are in need? Are you silly?
let me try to follow your logic.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Drug dealers are bad. You said you help people in need. How did they become needy?
Because the U.S. has gone down and raped their country, and they have nothing, so they come here to try to live a real life.
Okay, you're more big picture. Small picture. What caused them to be needy? No, but that's big picture. I'm not talking big picture. I'm talking little picture.
Well, what do you think?
No, I'm asking you. If I'm going to follow your logic, your train of thought,
Because you're down in the desert with no supplies. That's why
there,
they're-
okay, that's,
how much water do you take when you go on a hike?
Well, as much as I
it
need.
depends on where I'm going.
Okay. So, I mean, if you're going on
Oh,
a
but
hike,
wait, I want to follow his logic, okay? I'm making an honest effort to understand your train of thought. Okay, you just said that they become needy by crossing the desert. Okay.
They were needy down there. They were needy.
Over there, it's not our issue.
Okay.
When they're in our desert, it's our issue. They became needy by
They
crossing.
didn't become needy, they are needy.
If your neighbor had a need, would you send them along?
The neighbor.
Really? They're not your neighbor.
They
They are our neighbors because we live here.
No, your neighbor is the person who
You're
lives
way
next door
the
to you.
hell up there. You have no neighbors except for whatever that is up there. Our neighbors are right over there. They're also right over here and right over there. You understand that? These are our neighbors.
that's your
We help
opinion.
them out when they are in need.
That's your opinion. And although I understand your opinion, I disagree with it.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. But you don't have to come down here and tell us what our job is out down here.
I'm
If
not-
you want
I'm
to
not
catch
telling you
people up
anything.
there, go ahead.
I'm not telling
Go
you
ahead and catch them in 3 points, because guess what? If they make it
You
there,
just said I don't have to come in and tell you what your job is. I don't have to tell you anything.
this guy did.
I didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I did not. We are on a public road. Anybody in the U.S. can stand here, sit here in a vehicle. That's completely legal.
And we are actually three-credentialed journalists, and we have every right to report on the news. I think they should actually drug test him and check this guy's breathalyzer for crying out loud. Because he's drinking of alcohol and barely say a coherent sentence and talking about how he loves all these fucking child traffickers that help him.
See, that's the thing, is you keep going back to this
Because that's the
goofy,
biggest evil taking place. When
this,
you cleaned up
this
rape
really,
trees,
this
when,
really
listen,
goofy
shitbag,
thing
when
that
you cleaned
goes
up rape
through your
trees where they rape
meth-filled
little
head,
girls, you're
your
a woman.
meth-filled
You're a
head
woman,
is
and
full.
you're okay with women and children getting raped in this desert. You're sick. You are sick. Women, are you saying they don't get raped? You mean they haven't pulled children?
I'm going to jump in. Shut up for just a second. Okay. You just mentioned women and kids getting raped in the desert, and you said absolutely not.
He
How
said,
do you-
are you for it? And she said,
Oh,
absolutely
okay.
not.
Well, if you knew it was happening, would you do anything to stop it?
Of
Yeah.
course I would.
Well, it's happening. We have it on film. I personally
You have a rape on film.
I have a condom on film from when they just crossed the border, and it was verified by Border Patrol. Paul reported it.
That
I
the
found
person that had the condom was raped with a condom or without a
Coyote
condom?
dropped off
Or?
the group on
Are
this
you-
side. Most of the
hang on a
women and
second.
children went back.
Are you making an effort to play devil's advocate and I'm not meaning to make an insult. I'm trying to find the right word. It seems like you're pretending you're trying to be stupid. I don't understand why.
And
We
what
found,
aspect?
I'm about to explain. Okay, we were in Lowville,
I'm getting points.
and we found a whole bunch of trash. When the group came across the border, the first thing that happened was the coyotes raped the kids and the women. We
You saw
found
that?
I'm trying to do my best to not.
Over here, probably distracted
You're
me while
getting
the
too
illegals
loud.
go through. Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing it.
You do your thing, but
So
keep
you
it
guys
down.
are watching, contact Border Patrol and let them know there's a group probably moving
I
north.
apologize, I forgot where I was.
We don't know where you were either.
So you want listening?
No, I was listening.
We're being
You
distracted.
said
I got none. These people
you're
aren't going to change their
distracted.
mind.
Well, get the hell with it.
They're up here distracted.
Okay, where was I?
Okay, you just told me that the cartel, the coyotes,
As soon,
that they
yes,
they raped.
as soon as they got across the border.
You saw that?
Going all the way up to Marana, where my home and house is.
Did somebody tell you that they were raped?
You add.
Yeah.
Okay, if you add together just a couple of factors, only a moron can't figure it out. We found homemade condom.
What is a homemade condom?
A homemade condom is a black trash bag wrapped around the penis with black electric tape wrapped around it to hold it in place. We found that right next to a little pair of little girls' panties, and next to it a book with actually a wrapper from a real condom in it. And we asked Border Patrol, how did you guys get together? And they verified, because as soon as they get across the border, and I'm talking less than 20 feet across the border, the first thing they do is rape. They see it as their tip. Yes.
I mean, you know, I imagine that
And I didn't see that coming at all.
So,
That's wow.
So, I mean, hypothetically, like, that could happen. But what about the woman and child that comes walking up to your door and says, I need help? And they don't even, you know, like, they can't even begin to grasp to tell you, like, the beginning of their story. You know, like, are you going to turn those people away?
No, if somebody came up and needed, if they were being raped or had been raped, I would absolutely help them. But I would also not, if they were illegal, I would not keep them away from Border Patrol.
So, okay. So if somebody was raped by the cartel before they entered the United States or after, I think it doesn't even really matter. But like,
well, we would have to find the evidence of it.
So, but I mean, the evidence of it could have been 20 days ago. The evidence of it could have been 10 days ago. It doesn't really matter.
You mentioned 10 minutes ago, her telling us, I don't understand Spanish. No, I don't.
See, so I think that probably would help you in your journey to understand humanity.
They would say poquito, very little Spanish.
But that is not enough for somebody to be able to share their story with you, because the story that people experience in crossing this desert, whether it's with dealing with the cartel or
I agree. I need to know Spanish, and I'm very slowly teaching it myself.
Well,
but
you know what?
So far,
I believe that you probably will not learn unless you immerse yourself, and you know, I really fucking hope that you do, because it wasn't until I spent time in Central America that I really saw like some of the most terrible, sad, heartbreaking things.
I have no doubt.
And which made me like have this train of thought where like I knew that like if anybody with brown skin and came to my door, that I would provide them food and water and shelter and
would too, but I would also call
medical care. But
I would not go off and die. If they came to me needing help, I would give them the water, I would give them the food, but in doing that, I would call the Border Patrol.
But I mean, that's also your choice. Like, do you know people that smoke weed?
Of course.
Okay, do you call like the sheriff or the police when you see them smoke weed?
All the people I know that do that have green cards.
Okay, every last person that you know through your whole life?
Everybody who's done that in front of me,
Through your whole life?
How are we dividing?
I mean, because like weed only became
unless they
legal,
haven't
like
told me.
not that long ago. You know, like within 10 years. How old are you? 50 something? I can't see you. It's dark.
I'm younger than 50.
Okay, so I mean, you're younger than 50. You're 40. So when you were in your 30s or when you were in your 20s, you saw people smoke weed without it being legal, because it wasn't legal then.
Until I was in my 40s, I never saw anybody do drugs. I've been doing this in my life.
Okay, so that's really bizarre. So you
I was raised very conservative.
yeah, so you have a very sheltered view of the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, so, I mean, it makes sense to me that, like, you as a very, like, sheltered, conservative upbringing would believe this garbage that this man is spewing. You know, like, that makes sense to me. But also,
I'm not sure which one of you mentioned it. Whoever asked if I was independent. I am independent. A lot of what he said, I agree with. A lot of what he said, I disagree with.
but also, like, you agree with calling Border Patrol, which, do you agree that after somebody has been walking and maybe possibly has been raped by the cartel, do you believe that like is a traumatic experience all in of itself? Walking for 7 days without food.
The rape alone is a traumatic experience.
Right. But then also, like, I don't know what your, like, activity level is and, like, if you go hiking or anything, but, like, yeah, so, I mean, you know that this is some pretty fucking rough
I've
terrain.
been to the top of about every mountain around here, so with the exception of, what's the name of this? 30 miles that way, the tallest one.
Okay, so, I mean, so let's say the tallest mountain that you climb.
The tallest one has been about 9,000 feet.
So how much water do you bring with you when you climb that
I
mountain?
brought 2 camelbacks,
Two camelbacks.
which is about 6 liters.
Okay. So 6 liters, I don't know, is that like maybe 2 gallons?
How do they even get it?
I believe 4 liters is equal to a quart.
No, a liter is a little bit more than a
Yeah,
quart.
just a little bit.
No, it's a bit more. So yeah, 6 liters. I would say that that's probably at least 2 gallons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, más o menos. Yeah. So that is to hike for one day. It took you one day to get to the top of that mountain?
Half day up and down.
Okay. So how much water would you bring with you if you were planning on walking through 20 of those
That's the
mountains?
thing. I wouldn't do it.
Okay, but that's your decision because you live a very privileged life here
Privileged?
in the United States. Because you don't need to go somewhere else to seek work, to seek opportunities.
That person is making taking their life into their own hands.
I mean, so okay, when I was living in Nicaragua, I was living in this house, and right next to me there was like an orphanage. And these like little babies, like fucking 6, 7, 8 years old. They were like out there like fucking huffing paint because like their life was so terrible. Like, and like I can't even imagine. Like I have a friend that like he was in gangs when he was younger, and he got stabbed multiple times, and then he got out of this gang, and then he started
I'm surprised he
making
was
art.
able to get out.
I am
From what I
too.
understand, if you try to again, you're probably going to get killed.
Well, I mean, I think that was definitely a possibility, but you know, the thing of it is that the struggle is fucking real.
Oh, I have no doubt about
You
that.
know,
I have
and
no doubt
also
about that.
like the program that the United States implemented in Central America is the reason why people are crossing. Do you acknowledge that?
People are making their own decisions.
Do you acknowledge? Did you understand?
I understood your question.
So then, can you answer the question?
I completely disagree because of the people having to make their own decisions. Regardless,
No. Did you say that the United States
yes, I heard you.
implemented these programs, which then forced these people out of their land, out of their
I have heard
jobs?
you. I'm repeating this as clearly as I can. My ears heard the words being spewed in your mouth.
So do you think that it is a choice when you don't have work anymore, when you don't have fields anymore, when you are living in a slum?
Yes, you always have a choice.
I mean, yes, we all have choices.
Yes.
But if you were living in a cardboard fucking shack on the side of a mountain where there was this giant mansion at the top, what would your choice be?
I wouldn't give a rat's ass about the mansion.
So how would you go about living your life?
I've never had to face it.
So, but can you put yourself in the
No, because
mind of somebody that
you
does?
are getting so far from the original topic.
I mean, but it's a greater issue, man.
And like I mentioned again, I'm not looking at big picture. I'm looking at little picture. The person makes up their own mind. Okay? You cannot put that decision on the planet except for that person.
But if you were faced
If
with
nothing.
if you were faced with, you're not letting me speak now.
You interrupted me.
Okay, finish your thought.
Can you at least believe that you are the only person on the planet responsible for this?
Yes.
That goes for every person on the planet.
Yes. Okay, so can you tell me if you had to put yourself in the shoes of somebody that was living in a shanty shack with, so let's say their cousin was involved in a gang, and then their cousin fucked up somehow, and then to punish their cousin, they were threatening you. You had nothing to do with it. What choice would you make?
Wow.
I mean, but that's life. That's life down there. Because the poverty that they face is so fucking real.
And that's their
the
government
United,
issue.
no, but the United States has pushed them to that. They supplied
So
them with arms.
Are you? I'm gonna go to big picture for a second. Are you trying to say that the U.S. is the world problem?
I mean, the U.S. has caused more problems in the world than
I
they
understand
do.
they cause problems, but are you saying that the U.S. is the world problem?
What do you mean by that?
Well, this whole time you've been saying that the bad decision that they're making is because of the U.S.
I mean, okay, but I'm asking you, though, to put yourself in the shoes. What would your choice be?
I don't have a clue because I'm not actually there.
But I'm saying,
I understand, but it would take a hell of a lot more information for me to.
you know what? I hope that you go down to Central
I will never
America.
go to Central America.
I hope that you immerse yourself and that you go down and you make friends with some Central
I won't.
Americans.
I promise you
Why?
I will not.
Why?
Why should I?
Why would you?
I have enough responsibilities in
The
this country.
culture is incredible, and the
It may
food,
be.
and the dancing,
My
and the
culture's incredible.
music.
But you know, in saying that, you said your culture is incredible. It may be.
got a door
So it's not. And ironically, me saying that doesn't make
barrier
it racist.
doesn't keep people from going in and out.
We didn't even bring up race. I mean, I did think about it. I think I'm done with this conversation.
I can see that as the next step in it. All right. You walked away, not me.
So how many people down there you got? Napolitano said, right before she was running the Homeland Security, she said, show me a 40-foot fence, I'll show you a 41-foot ladder. And that is the truth.
Dan Napolitano.
Department of Homeland Security chief. Yeah, that lady. Yeah. And that is the thing, is the harder that we make this, the more power we give to the cartels, and the more people that
So we should make it easy
suffer.
and just let them come in?
Yeah.
We just let them in. So
You-
child rapists,
When I
these
was a kid,
criminals, perverts, we just say, come on
when
in,
I was
wolf.
a kid,
You don't want to at least
I was going to
introduce them to
Nogales.
Jesus first and turn them away
Can you
from being
listen
a
for
wolf?
just a minute? Can you listen for a minute? Let me tell you about how it used to work. You go down to Nogales in the springtime, hundreds of people would flock through that border. They would hop on buses and they would go to fields and farms and factories all over the place. No, they don't.
They still have their work program.
Bracero
They
is
still have the
gone.
migrant worker program.
Bracero is gone. You know how many visas the U.S. government gives out for non-skilled labor for the whole world in a year?
They're supposed to be cutting that down.
5,000. You know how many workers we need? Do you know how many non-skilled laborers we need every year? 400,000. 400,000. Who do you think picks your vegetables? Do you eat vegetables? All right. You don't care about your food at all. Okay. And you aren't even willing to try. And you aren't even willing to try, and that's why we need unskilled laborers. You guys would rather sit here in your fucking trucks with nothing to show for it.
I got a lot to show for it.
Instead, you could be out there
to show for it, brother. You can't take away my
contributing.
God's blessed us tremendously. We got angel towers going out. We got the angel moms that are part of our organization. We're naming the towers after them. You guys may get a whole lot of funding from Soros and these proxies and these corrupt county attorneys and whatever, but I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be able to do this no more. They're not going to come to your camp when they know there are people sitting here ready to report. It's not humanitarian aid. It's not humanitarian aid.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. You're helping them evade Border Patrol. It is Title 8 violation. It's a federal offense. Nobody at this camp ever reported it.
I have nothing to do with this camp.
Now you don't have nothing to do with the camp.
I don't.
What are you standing here for? I'm ready to get out and just knock you the fuck out. No, stop. Time, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Just alone. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
But I do take care of my neighbors. I do take care of my neighbors.
You'd rather have the illegals running through here than people, veterans coming up here to keep them out. You'd rather have them running through.
Anybody. No.
Exactly what it was.
That's exactly what it was. I figured that out like 40 minutes ago.
What? Not up to me. Well, here's the thing.
You came up and said
Here's
you
the
were
thing.
associated with the camp. That's how you identified on a live video to me. And now
No, I
you're
did
saying
not.
you had nothing to do with that camp.
I did not tell you that.
You just said
I said that they are my neighbors, and I take care of my neighbors. That's exactly what I said. You want to?
Guys,
Yeah.
let's suit up. I'm gonna call some other people out. I don't give a shit, man.
Huh?
We'll set up a 24-hour live
Now
feed.
that you see the cops coming down, you can
Oh,
play.
no, wait, here.
I took them all.
That's
cool.
It'll take me a little while.
Yeah, you mentioned the word unskilled labor earlier.
Mhm.
Can you define that, please?
A person who does not have training for a particular field.
Okay. For any field, right?
No.
Okay. You might not say when I was a kid, I grew up in South Carolina. My dad was a master pipe fitter. Because of all the illegals coming across, he kept losing positions because they would hire them at $2 a day, where my dad was worth $44 a day. An hour.
If he was skilled, then
Master
people,
pipe fitter, do you understand what that means?
Yeah. If
Okay.
he was skilled, then he probably would have gotten a better.
Okay, well, that's the very beginning. You got one part of the story. So, my dad worked, at this point, for a company called Davis Plumbing and Air Conditioning. So Mr. Davis went down to Mexico on vacation, fell in love with this Mexican girl, brought her and her entire family, all cousins and everyone back. And had my dad train all the men in the family in welding and pipe. As soon as they were trained, he got fired, because they would all do the same job for $2 a day, and he was worth $44 an hour. That's the problem I have.
That's capitalism. That sounds like the kid that just gets out of high school and goes get a pipe fitting job,
You
and they get
forget the fact
trained.
that they were illegal?
How is it their fault?
Did they not choose to come across? Right.
So because you guys were privileged enough to be born in the
Privileged? We were not privileged at all.
Yeah.
There
you
were 14 of us living in a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah, and there's probably
That is not
37
privilege.
living in the house down there. You were privileged. You were born here. Hiya. I'm doing good.
Listening? That and my audio recorder on my phone. It's been on since before I flanked them. I went around the backside, and nobody knew I was there. Hello.
How you doing, guys?
Hanging out.
What's going?
Sir,
Look. So everyone's. All right. I see the gun. Leave it there, and we're all happy.
No problem.
Sitting there all day. I'm a credentialed journalist.
We're all journalists.
I'm sitting here doing a story on this camp that just got raided the other day. I'm getting my film. We're sitting here. You know, I want to catch someone going in. If I can film it, hey, more power to me, right? Well, they come up. They block us in the road right here. This guy comes up right here. Lucky out, dude. I mean, honestly.
It's all on live video.
Look at where we're at, out here on the border. Look at the situation. The way they came up here, very threatening. I mean, bad things could have happened. Now, we've sat here for probably an hour arguing back and forth with these people. I can't go anywhere. They got me blocked in, man. Where are you parked?
This is him.
Oh, you're right here.
This is his truck, right?
Okay. Yeah, right. So I mean, I've been sitting on a public road, which is this is a public easement that goes to the state trust, and these people came up and started harassing us.
Ironically,
so they've been harassing us for an hour.
20 minutes
already.
Before they showed up on film, we were fleeing. He was running his flare. We filmed earlier. There was only 3 people in that camp. 7 people magically popped up out of nowhere, and then these people came up and blocked us in, and they've been in our face nonstop. While the bad guys are just moving north now because they distracted.
It's called a distraction.
Yes. Oh, okay. So your truck, you guys have another truck right here, or
my truck's behind these trees. See the American flag right there?
All right.
That's my truck.
Okay.
You don't need a flashlight. I've got my flashlight on the flag. You see the flag? Right there.
Okay.
See?
Yeah. No.
You can see. I have no idea whose land that is, but it's not theirs.
Yeah, it's not theirs.
It's not theirs.
Posted, not fenced in. So.
All right. I wasn't sure, like, you're living here or
No.
Okay.
No, I live in Tucson.
All right. No,
He was running the flares on. He was watching over from that side. We were watching the road.
So I mean, to be honest, just flushing it out. Yeah.
And then we call BP if they come, and they don't want us to do that, but we want to know who's coming through the camp.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're on a public easement. We're here for a reason. Yeah. So I mean, I don't understand what this entire mess is about, other than those people right there harassing.
And it was on live video. They pulled up. They blocked us in.
I mean, honestly, I just feel like this is a waste of this is a waste of everybody's time. This is a waste.
They're
of
butting
resources.
into somebody's business. It's not theirs.
And they told us they don't want us around the camp.
You know, I mean, they don't want us in the camp. They don't want us in Arivaca. They don't want.
We're not on that property. There's nothing legally wrong with us being here.
I mean, we're just exactly. So I mean, I don't even know what this all is.
We would appreciate if we could get their cars out of the way because I'm going to go re-gear up and get extra videos and everything. Yeah.
The only car that's in your way is definitely ours.
Well, yeah, I know now that you guys are coming up.
Right. So, I mean, you said they were blocked in. Where were they parked earlier?
They're just like this, dude. I ain't going anywhere right there. I got a car pulling right up in front of me. I'm not going off road and running.
If you were in your SUV right now, could you get down this road?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ride up on the berm, I guess.
I mean, let's
and I can go that way too.
But see, here's the thing is, we don't have to go
I
nowhere.
shouldn't
We're
have
on
to
a
go
public
off road and
doing
go
our
around
job.
cars
We are
that are blocking us
pre-credentialed
in.
journalists. We've got our 3 press passes, our vehicle registration. These people came up and harassed us on live video. And they just sat there and looked at your partner and lied to him. Everything
Yes,
that
he
man
did.
said can be proved false on my video.
What did he even say?
He said that we harassed him and we
Whoa,
came
whoa,
up.
whoa! I don't care about what they said. I want to know
But
what.
they lied to you. I
Hold
do.
on. Stop.
Okay.
I get you're fired up, man. I get it.
Yeah,
I 100% get it. But
You've been dealing with them
but
for an hour, man.
if they're lying, okay, they're lying. I need to get y'all's side, like, you know, hey, this is
Our
this is what we
side,
said, this is
our
what they
side
said.
is.
Can we give you a link to the live video and you can see how they rolled up?
Yeah,
that'd be
I mean,
awesome.
we were
Hold on,
here
let me
minding
stop and
our
I'll
own
let you
business,
watch
dude.
this real quick. I'll go right to the point where they came in.
Yeah, if you got
When we saw the 3
and when
vehicles
I got
coming down,
this
we
many-
thought it was sheriffs.
And when I got this many
Yeah, I thought it
people
was sheriffs
surrounding me
coming up.
like this, that doesn't make me feel comfortable considering where I'm at.
You knew it wasn't BP
You know what I
because
mean?
BP wasn't supposed to have
And what,
anyone
and
out.
what
Right.
that camp is all about. That don't make me feel comfortable. You know,
And I'm not going to assume you know. Do you know what that camp does? Okay.
See if you can get it on yours. It's on our
what's your name, sir?
VOP page.
I see.
I'm still recording with my
Paul
phone.
Flores?
I can't interrupt that.
You say you live in Tucson. Paul, what's your birthday, sir?
no, I don't.
No,
live in
Paul doesn't.
Tucson.
I live in Tucson. He
My
doesn't.
bad.
No
Sorry.
worries.
All right. What
September 15th, 74.
Arizona driver's license in another state?
Arizona.
Arizona? Cool. Is there DMV?
Yes, it is.
This is exactly when they started coming up.
You want me to hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it one.
Is there and I'll just ask this, I mean, to the group, has there any been, like, yelling at people as they drive by? Or?
No.
No, they stopped and got out and just started.
These are
Yeah,
the
you'll
only,
see
these
when
are
they
the only
come.
people.
I'm not talking to them.
Oh,
No, these are.
oh no, those are the only vehicles that have come by.
This isn't exactly the thoroughfare of
Yeah,
Right,
These are the only vehicles we've seen on this road, other than a guy in a white truck driving
Yeah.
the road there.
And he
And he lives in that
Yeah,
house
he
over
lives in
there,
that house.
right?
And I worked down here in Green Valley for a spell, so.
Have you ever climbed Florida Saddle?
Florida saddle?
Yeah. South of Vale, like 40. We did.
All right.
Don't do it.
I just wasn't sure
Should.
how long it was.
Oh, it's probably like an hour-long live feed.
Yeah, it covered the whole.
No, absolutely not. If they can move their drugs, if you can move the sex offenders, you can move the kids through this camp.
Perfect.
Take pictures and shit. You know me, I love
Good.
Yeah, so go on.
Yeah, tell me.
We got PNR.
Yeah, if you can just cover Metro for us, appreciate it.
You get the place so you guys can know. You know. We got DNR 1407.
Reasonable.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I know we gotta cover ourselves.
Yeah, we were
You
actually
want to talk
told.
to Agent Walker of the FBI? I've got a threat on my life right now.
I'm coaching for that.
We were told by Border Patrol, anytime anything happens, get license plates.
Okay.
Making sure they can't move any more criminals. camouflage backpack, drug sack. Yeah, I know. I brought a truckload of my shit today that we picked up. Right?
2 truckloads.
Yeah. I'm going to buy a ball.
I know.
If I'm going to buy a ball,
Yeah, you'll see the lady say that the sheriff's going to arrest me, and that Napier said if he saw me out here, that I'm going to be arrested on site.
And that you were trespassed from the entire town of Arivaca.
I missed.
Oh,
Sorry, I missed that.
You know, it's just one big long exchange of
and then that's the exchange.
who they think
But as
is
you
right,
see, they
wrong.
rolled up on us, and I mean, we were just filming.
I mean, if there's any harassment going on, they came up and harassed us. I mean, just look at the entire scene right here.
I don't think they knew I was on live video.
No,
not really. You're putting sex offenders all the way up by an elementary school. No, I don't. I don't. I've had gangbangers with tattoos that keep raping their children on live video.
Yeah, if he knew you were on live video, he wouldn't have lied a minute ago.
Yeah, I know. That's a bad lie. And really, I mean, to me, that's lying. That's filing a false police report. When you're
Yeah,
lying.
it's the
You
same.
go and you
That's
instigate
why
and
I'm
it's actually
going to.
recorded. You box this in, and you file a false report.
He's listening.
I'm gonna grab my water real quick.
But I would like to get started.
but pretty much the back and forth.
But there was no harassment from us to them whatsoever.
Oh no, they're not saying them. They're saying another individual.
There's nobody that's gone through.
My dash cam's got all day. They're probably still recording now.
It's not you. You just getting the information that's come to you. But I'm telling you, they boxed us in. They instigated this altercation, and they flat out said they don't want us watching the camp.
Hold on, like you're gonna stop. Like, has that road been open the entire time?
The road coming up this way? Yeah.
Okay, they haven't boxed in, so stop. Like,
You don't consider 3 vehicles pulling in behind, so you don't have a reverse way to get out. Yeah. Yes, sir.
You're not boxed in. You can leave. You can leave that way. You can leave this way. So you're not boxed in.
All right,
So,
I'm half boxed.
Yeah.
One of my exits has been blocked off. I have 2
Okay.
exits here. They blocked off
Alright.
one of my exits.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
I mean,
not
let's just look at it like-
not an issue. That's not an issue. You can leave if you want to. Okay.
Okay.
So that we're not. There is no restriction of your movement.
Okay.
I was gonna say if somebody comes in and by God they.
So
where
we're
nose
blocked on
to
both
nose.
sides? Okay.
We got.
I understand.
Yeah, we got some issues.
So I won't say boxed in.
100%.
All right.
I got issues
Understand.
with that.
Apologize
As far
for
as yeah, apologize really.
I was
This-
thinking boxed in, but I understand what your point
Okay,
is. He
so
couldn't get out
you
that
got
way.
you got freedom of movement.
If his car was here, okay.
And they backed up
No,
and they restricted movement
Yeah, I
100%. So I get it. Everyone's got, I'm not taking sides. Everyone's got the view on one side, everyone's got the view on the other side, whatever. People, they want to represent the community, and you guys are, the mission you've got. I get it. Good, not taking one side or the other. So, but I don't think anyone will get peace here. So, I mean, you guys, it's back and forth.
The back and forth, though, was not instigated by us.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean,
Well,
I'm just sitting here
you guys
minding
started
my
swearing at him right away. I didn't hear them swear, so you guys instantly amped it up. Okay, so
They started the conversation
there was
with
no
us,
peace. Yeah, they probably sure. Yeah, you're allowed to start a conversation with somebody, and then they start mother effing you and doing the rest of it. That would starts losing the element of reasonableness, does it not?
No,
No.
no,
Oh.
no.
Dude, I'm surrounded by a
I've
group
been
of
surrounded
people I
by
don't know.
him for 2 years.
Threatening way.
So that
Yeah.
my bullshit level.
Sure, because you deal with him every day in day out. And when I was in the army, absolutely. Friggin' the F word was every other word, and that's just what it
I'm
is.
actually the worst
Now,
offender on
every
that one.
reasonable person, if you're walking up to that and that's not your everyday thing, you don't know the person, then sorry, That's not a reasonable thing for an average person coming up and having a conversation with somebody else. That would start putting them,
It sounds like an opinion.
So, yeah, it's reasonable.
A reasonable opinion.
So, yes. Yeah. And everything is based off of reasonableness. Okay? So...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, it just is what it is. So, yeah, you guys are allowed to be here. Have they said their piece?
Not. If any threat has been made, it's been on his life.
Yeah,
if feel free to call Agent Walker of the FBI Tucson office. He's the one that informed us.
And I'm pretty sure the group that's threatening me is connected to this group. That's what the whole conspiracy on the raid on this camp's about. So I know a lot more than they're telling you, but I can't go into all details. But I can tell you, no one's threatening. I don't promote violence. My guys are not allowed to hurt anybody. So. No, sir. I mean, we're documenting and we're observing the camp. And if anybody crosses that road to go to it, we're calling BP. We're not going to try to apprehend them. We're not going to chase them. I'm calling BP because there's great agents that will come and make sure that's not a sex offender. That's all I want to know.
All right, man. All right. Well, you get a little more info from you. Just saying that, talk to you. I think it's Mr. Arthur Lewis.
Michael Lewis Arthur
Meyer. Sorry. Step back here.
Do you have any idea how many lumens those lights are? They're bright.
Yeah, those are pretty bright.
They are.
I was pretty impressed when I saw them too. But no, I don't know.
Is that like a 2020 vehicle?
My vehicle?
Yeah, the year of the vehicle.
Oh, I was like a 2020. It's 2019.
Okay, so it's like the newest there are. That's why it's so bright.
Could be. I mean, the other one's fake. Is there nothing gets mental for you?
Not at all.
Cool. No worries. Like, what's your last birthday for? And Arizona driver's license.
Yes, sir.
And you live in Tucson?
I do. Yes.
What's the address for you?
East. Have you really?
Mm-hmm.
I have not. Although I've.
I had more rewarding time doing that. What's a good phone before it, sir?
520. And by the way, we are, ironically, all of us are part of the Vaca Blue, so we totally respect what you guys do. Thank you for doing your job.
Yeah.
No, I'm planning on sticking around.
Get them to go ahead and turn around and get out of here, I guess.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Cool. You guys have a good one, man.
Yes, stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
So this didn't work out the way that they expected
No,
it
it
to
sure
work out.
didn't. Sure didn't. It's my truck.
So the only thing I would say is if whoever's in control of this land were to say, hey,
Then I would move it. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
And we've got our permits for the state trust land, so we're going to be in those hills in a few more days anyways, and they're not even going to get to this camp.
And I also plan on. Absolutely.
Yeah, just so
I'm telling you, man, these people showed up right after people.
Yeah, I was watching it counting. We knew there were 3 people, and then all of a sudden, magically, there's an additional 7 people. And then they pull up.
Been bad guy, I'm telling you, man. I know exactly what's going on.
So, like you said, somebody says, "Hey, this is our land." Obviously, you guys are
Most
out
definitely.
tracking out
I would
doing-
come out here. Yeah.
Perfect. As far as I appreciate the thing. Hey, it's an opinion of of, somebody swearing or this and that. The state law for like DOC is, protected, commotion or utterance. It's designed with the intention of disturbing someone's peace.
Yeah, and that First Amendment protects that.
Well,
speech.
So even if I'm not saying
yes and no. The First Amendment protects me from coming and squelching your speech, but the First Amendment doesn't protect speech between people. You can say stuff, but
if I'm looking at you and I'm saying fuck you, then I'm escalated. But if I'm looking at you and saying you're fucking helping child traffickers, I'm not cussing you out. I'm expressing my frustration on what you're doing. Right. You know what I mean? And that's what was taking place. It wasn't like, fuck you, I'll kick your ass. Like, I won't do that. I don't like that.
I appreciate you can kind of see the
when those two started getting at it, no, come on. This isn't, it doesn't solve no problem. You know what I mean? It's...
Right. Yeah, I appreciate the understanding that, hey, there is that, that escalation.
And I'm still going to tell you, if I'm looking at it and I've got 2 exits out of a place and someone blocks one of those exits, I know it's not boxed in, but there's a phrase for it that they've already. They've cut off one of our escape routes.
I can understand that, but if someone just pull up behind you, it's kind of one of those. I get what you're saying. I do. Legally,
because it was with the intent to confront us is why they did it. They're even on video. They don't want us watching the camp and everything. So their intent was to come up and confront us.
Yeah.
We didn't go into the camp and bother them. We're not going cars.
We have an app called Onyx for hunting that tells us the boundaries. Right, exactly. And the very first thing when we got here was, okay, where can we go? Where can we not go? Based on where their property line was at.
Onyx shows all of our routes and all where we got cameras and all the trafficking camps and stuff. So it shows every area we go in. And this way we can always show law enforcement, no, we access this legally. So
I appreciate that.
It makes it a lot safer for us too.
We
don't have to worry about the gun getting pulled. Hey, you're on my land. No, I'm not.
Yeah. So.
By the way, I'm not afraid of a handshake. I don't know if you are. Thanks for doing your job.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks,
sir.
You have a good one, sir.
Take care.
Did you see their face when he said, "You guys gonna be leaving?" And I was like, "No." Now they're doing the best to find the property owner to make me move mine.
2 days. 2 days.
Who? What?
The one from Cantina, remember?
Is that her? They're gonna have me move my truck in a minute. They contacted the property owner. Yeah, I'm going to. I already told him I would if I had to.
I already foresaw that one coming. That's why.
Yeah.
Nah, I already perceived what's coming. I think we should go get supplies there, make a plan, and come up here for a couple days.
Yeah, no shit.
We can literally, dude. I'll bring the propane. We cook our burgers outside. We throw ice in the cooler. Maybe we can get over to the pump spot. Yeah. Why not? Line this bitch up with American flags.
Right.
Let them know.
Did you hear that? They looked it up. This isn't belong.
So I guess the only right now the only complaint has that your vehicle's parked on private property.
And if it is,
which it is,
if they want me to move it, no problem.
No, and they were just trying to say it was theirs. But it's
not theirs. We got the honor. Okay.
Sorry, I just want to finish. The name that they even does not come back to the property that it's on. I would only highly suggest that you get off of somebody's property,
right?
And not be on it unless you have permission to be on it.
Right. Isn't them to
law enforcement.
well, that was half.
There is a property on the name that they gave us right up against it. Mm-hmm. So they're assuming that this whole thing was that person's.
Right.
I can't blame them for assuming.
And you got to have intent. So okay.
So I mean, right now, like I
no
said,
problem with
you
it,
are on property on somebody else's
Yeah, I
property.
understand that.
I don't think it comes back to your name; it's somebody else's name. But I mean, if you have permission, then you're fine.
But
If you
wouldn't
don't,
it be on them to prove that I'm not allowed there? They
No, if
they
the
have the
property
burden of
owner
proof, don't
calls
they?
and says,
oh, no,
"We
no,
don't
if,
want you
if the
on
property
there,"
owner
you have
calls,
to
yes,
move off the
yes,
property.
yes.
If it's not fenced and not posted,
I'm not talking about the property owner
hasn't said
calls,
you
but
can't,
but if they're saying that it's somebody's, don't they have to prove that?
I just looked right now and I'm telling you it's not the one they gave me.
Okay.
You're on a different person's property.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you have permission,
Right.
you're good.
Right.
If you don't have permission, I would probably highly suggest you get off of somebody's property.
We
It's
could just
like-
park on the road, Miles. That way they can't call and bother us.
And you know, it's just like if I went on your property and I just sat there.
Oh, I understand.
You'll be pissed.
The whole
hey, there's a
reason,
Mexican
the whole
guy
reason
in the
I did that
property.
is because the flag is high and lit up, and they can see it from the camp.
Okay.
That's the whole reason I did that.
Okay, but I mean, I understand. I understand that, but it's not your property. If you have permission, I'll repeat myself. I sound like a broken record. If you have permission, then you're okay to beat on it.
Right.
If you're not, I would highly suggest that you get off of something.
I will move it.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Just so you don't have to repeat it a third time.
And this way you're not going to get called out 2 hours from now or something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we'll move it to the main road.
Because
Yes,
you know
sir.
what? They could know that person. They can call that person.
They're going to hunt the person down since they haven't been
Probably.
succeeded.
I've already talked to several property owners around here already, just so you know today, and I've got the calls recorded. So we have more people supporting us out here than they realize. So.
Okay. Alrighty.
Thanks for doing your job, by the way.
You go resupply at camp.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Well, let's wait until everybody's gone. So, just so we can, hold up the victory flag.